receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Nashville, Tennessee, First Bank Stadium, home to the Commodores of Vanderbilt. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on another SEC rival, the Vanderbilt Commodores. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get... And the Commodores will put total leather and we'll get started. And he hauls it in and everybody's on the edge of their seats. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Volunteers offense will have the football first. Last time these two rivals got together, guys, there were hurt feelings and some dead fish handshakes in the aftermath, and this might be just the recipe to cook up some revenge, Jesse.
Well, they're going to be motivated, that's for sure. The losing team, they have been hearing about that blowout loss now for a very long time. They had this game circled, David, all offseason, hoping to get that payback.
Oh, man, and you get all the quotes, all the people talking about, all those blowhards on all the different networks, i.e. us, talking about how bad it was and how embarrassing it was, and now you get a chance to get some payback. They're excited.
And now on second down for this offense. Off the play fake. Rushes on him. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and that can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got his man. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Kick is in the air. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. So Vanderbilt's offense will have its first possession of the game. They are going to be greeted rather rudely, I guess, by a group of defensive linemen that wreak havoc and hunt down quarterbacks, Jesse.
And they wreck games. They take away everything you do offensively. So it's a huge challenge in this one, David, for this offensive coordinator to try to call plays and find ways to get the football away from these big fellas up front because they take games over.
And get the ball out quick. Like when you've got a defensive line that can penetrate, they can get TFLs, get sacks, it's going to be on this offensive line to buy a little bit of time, but also the ball to come out quick, win in the secondary right now.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are, and look, they got the first down, and they're like, all right, let's crank it.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
The Commodores with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. The run from the shotgun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Quickly out to the tight end. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. And the Commodores line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He'll field the punt and look for room. He's got great speed. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Complete with conviction on the crosser. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
And that's the danger. When you've got a receiver like that, if you blitz and you're playing man coverage, he's one-on-one, and he's going to burn you if you don't get home to the quarterback.
To the air on first down. Got it set up on the outside. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. And the Volunteers line it up with a 1st and goal. He'll do it himself. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be 2nd down. Gonna look downfield again. Gonna try to pop one on the screen. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
They've pushed it forward down to the 5, but now looking at 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteers! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one.
Tennessee 7, Vanderbilt 0.
On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. And that's a very productive 1st down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. The Commodores come to the line in the hurry-up.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Rides the back on the option, the give. There he goes. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. And the Commodores will snap it on 1st and 10.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
And that spin move kept the play alive and let this guy pick up a few extra yards. To the air, it's Banks. Bringing the heat. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And that is a great job by the defense, containing and constricting the pocket. There was nowhere for the QB to go, and he did not have a lot of time. He went down quick.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Gonna let it fly. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Hunt is on its way. On his way back from the 20. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. A little screen to the running back. Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on first down. Off play action. Here's a heat. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And everybody knows when you're running that play action, that fake has to be great. Everybody has to bite it for it really to work. Defense didn't bite it, didn't bite the bait, went after the quarterback, got him on the ground.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's got him in the flat. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. The RPO, it's complete. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Vols come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll try to run for it. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. And the Vols have this offense rolling. Might as well give it to him again. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Moves away as he feels pressure. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. The Volunteers line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And they can't make the play on 3rd down. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. He's going to have to get into this one a little bit from 47 yards away. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And now the lead is even bigger. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. Looks like he's going to try to return it. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Quarterback on the keeper. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Tennessee leads it. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. They'll run it from the gun. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. The Commodores headed quickly to the line. To throw, it's Banks. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Motion from the wideout. Off the play fake on 1st down. He's got his man across the middle. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. And the Commodores come to the line with a new set of downs.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Well, that's their third sack of the game, and we knew statistically coming into this game, this was one of the top 25 units in the nation getting after the quarterback. I just love how athletic they are up front, and they are giving this offensive line headaches and nightmares up to this point of the game.
This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Got his man on the outside. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Loss of 4 on the play. 3rd down coming up.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. He caught it, and he won't be able to get in as the defense gets him down at the 1. The Commodores trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to blast their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Commodores! And these guys just score from anywhere out there. After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and they'll get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
He'll try to tack on one more. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. On the run from inside his own 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. They'll give it to the back. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. And the Volunteers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Pulls and throws off the RPO. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Offense set on 1st down. Handoff to the single running back. Makes it past the marker. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making him run to guys, and get him on the ground, for goodness sakes. This guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
The Vols back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. He'll pull it on the read. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Right on the money. Touchdown, Vols! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Defense has got to do a better job of corralling this wide receiver. They've got to know where he lines up each and every play, and then once he has the ball, they have to play with a sense of urgency and get hats to the football. He's just way too dangerous in the open field.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. That deficit has now grown to double digits. Breaks into the open on the left. A huge play there as he has it inside the 20 at the 19. And the Commodores moving quickly to the line. Now from inside the red zone. He wants it all. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown Doors.
Really nice job by the quarterback there of just letting the play develop. He had his eyes down in the middle of the field, and I think when he saw that deep middle area vacated, he said to himself, I've got a guy running right into that area. I'm throwing this thing on time, and this is going to be a touchdown. And that's exactly what happened.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they close it to a 17-14 game. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Going with the ground game left. He's going to lose a yard on that one. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll leave it with him. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Backing up and backing up on the first 2 plays now to try to throw it in drive on 3rd down. Under fire. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Finally, a defense. Looks like they're able to break serve here. These offenses have been up and down the field now, these last 2 drives apiece, scoring points. But the sack right there finally puts an end to that, we think. It's setting up 4th down. And that might be a major play so far in this game to give them a lot of momentum moving forward.
And the Vols send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. They'll send the tight end in motion. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Quick strike complete. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
He'll keep it himself. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. The Commodores are in the hurry-up.
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against the different defense.
It'll be 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Banks. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. He's brought down the one of play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He's got the tight end. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. Gets the back moving. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Banks. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Makes the catch. With all those receivers in the game, you might think they were getting ready to try to take a big shot. Instead, just efficiently moving the chains.
Yeah, you got all that speed. It scares the mess out of me. I might give you more of a cushion, especially in some areas where you're going to get good matchups of safeties or linebackers on receivers. Nice execution by the offense, getting the free first down.
And it's almost as if the defense knew that jet sweep was coming. Great job getting penetration at the point of attack, and they were in the backfield, nowhere for the receiver to go.
Slams ahead. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Trying to punch it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
And they pound the rock. The run game comes through late in the first half when you needed it. Now they take the lead. They take the momentum. That's how you end the first half.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they take a 21-17 lead. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Dumps it off in the flats. Terrific job getting to him. There was nowhere to go. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Back to pass. He puts some heat on that one down the middle. It's caught. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Tennessee.
And that's a great job by this offense. That's how you work the clock. You want to take as much as you can and punch that ball in the end zone. Masterful clock management, and they now take the lead going into the half.
And you just got to wonder, too, David, how does that affect the confidence of a defense, right? They needed to find some way, somehow, to get a stop, limit the damage on that final drive. They give up a touchdown. They're going into halftime now, trailing. They've got to raise their level of play in the second half.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. Hand off from the shotgun. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first two quarters, we're gonna see every route in the route tree again in this second half. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
The Volunteers will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly.
And the defense, they've got him at the 27. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and it's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
Snagged out of the air. And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down.
At the 35-yard line. Third down coming up.
Dropping back, it's Banks. He lets it fly. Makes the catch on the left. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. Well, when your quarterback has already been sacked 4 times, shouldn't be some big surprise if the O-line gets called for holding. Pressure coming. He'll get down to avoid the hit, but he might not be able to avoid this penalty flag. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. And the Commodores will call on their punt team. He makes a fair catch, couple of steps inside his own 25 at the 23-yard line. Back to the ground game on the left. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, the inside give. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. It's complete. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. And the Volunteers will punt it away on 4th down. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. He just terrorizes quarterbacks, his 30th career sack.
And that's an amazing number, 30 sacks, because a lot of guys get sacks early in their careers and then coordinators figure it out and then start double teaming them and sliding and chipping, and then their numbers come down. This guy, though, David, has never stopped.
And it's got to be consistently, Jesse. Like, you got to...
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him, and sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack.
Goodness gracious, this is a master class, a clinic on how to get to the quarterback. The 7th sack of the game, are you kidding me? That's a season for some teams. They've lived in the backfield.
And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. To the ground with the back. Powers through the defender. They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains. He'll do it himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time. Offensively, the defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. Turning it on. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Volunteers! defense is just getting squeezed by the Big Orange, and he's cutting him up like Peyton Manning.
Man, no answers. I mean, he's really had his way. They haven't made him feel uncomfortable. If I'm a Vols fan, I'm jacked up that I got this guy at quarterback because he's showing he can put up some big numbers.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd.
21.
He'll bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close, David.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now and you score so quickly, it's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being aggressive.
They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. To the air, it's Banks. Pocket breaking down. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
That is how you start a drive. Meet the physical challenge on first down. Rush the quarterback, get the sack on second down, and now put him in a 3rd and long situation. Nice job by this defense.
The Commodores now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Quarterback on the keeper. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. Thanks to grab. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. And the Commodores will try to pin them back with the punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Finds a man on the left. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. Leaves it with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Ball is loose. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
Man, and it was just the impact of the hit that dislodged the football from the ball carrier. There was a heat-seeking missile coming in there, and he knocked that thing loose.
Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35. The Commodores want to pick up the tempo.
Nice job by this defense getting to the QB and getting him on the ground, creating the negative play. This offense must have seen something because they're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
And he's all Almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. And the Commodores are facing 3rd and inches. He'll keep it on the sneak.
Man, I like the call. 3rd and inches, I feel like I can get a few inches. I just need to fall forward, but this defense more than ready for the quarterback sneak.
Now, I think as a play caller, that just makes you second-guess everything. You'd love to think you can just dial up QB sneak to pick up that first down. Now, you're probably going to have to hand it off to the big fella behind you to keep this drive going.
And I'll be honest, I don't love the call. On 4th and that short, I want to go for it. But you trust your kicker, he does his job, and he puts 3 on the board.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Fires to the middle. He's got the tight end. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold.
Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Fighting off the defender. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Wide open downfield. Tripped up for the tackle. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Finds a soft spot in the middle. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
I know defenders hate quarterbacks and love nothing more than hitting them, but you're hitting yourself in the gut when you get a 15-yard penalty. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Got it in the middle. It's Douglas. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. They'll go to the ground. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the 3rd. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. They go to the ground. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. He'll pull it on the read. Touchdown Vols! And they take it in for 6 more points.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they did tack on the extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside is 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. He'll keep it himself. Runs through a tackle. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets him out to the 25-yard line.
Well, not much the defense could do there. The defensive end crashed down thinking the running back had it, but nice job of the ball handling there by the QB.
Just trying to avoid negative plays, continue to put stress on the defense. That's what he does there.
And that's a play this guy can run in his sleep, too. They rep this over and over and over. It's like clockwork for this guy.
Looking to pass. It's Banks. Caught over the middle. It's Banks. Tackle is made at the 25-yard line, and that'll bring up a 4th down. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He's got it. 1st down and more. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. The Commodores in the hurry-up.
And these are these moments, man, when you're trailing by a couple possessions, you've got to put it together. Your quarterback has to come through. I mean, it's not a surprise. It's going to be passes. He's got to be smart. He's got to be quick with his decision-making, and they kind of got to be up near the line of scrimmage and be in a little bit of a hurry.
The give to the tailback. Big-time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Sends it back in motion. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He's got it. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
Oh, they're after him! And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Quarterbacks don't have high completion percentages from their backs. It's been really hard for this QB to get in any kind of rhythm. We got to change something up here. We got to do something different because right now it's just a sack party.
And the Commodores trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Dropping back, it's Banks. He hurls one deep down the left side. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. 9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough, 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Lost one deep down the right side. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. Leaves it with the running back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Vols have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Fires left. Got him downfield. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Here comes the offense on 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. They'll run it out of the shotgun.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
Got enough space. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. Trying to power it in. Touchdown, Tennessee! Great job by the back on the option. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Throws for the tight end. He's got an open man. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Use the play fake, now to throw. Caught behind the line, it's Banks. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's good.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking to throw, it's Banks. Got his man on the right. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them, they're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Commodores getting set on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. And the Commodores want to crank the tempo. Now the play fake. Here comes the heat. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Makes the catch. They wrestle him down at the 16-yard line. A 3rd down stop. Now to see what they do on 4th down.
4th down coming up.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unleashes to the end zone. And it's incomplete. The long pass on 4th down is to no avail.
It's a turnover on down.
Firing to the right, complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. The give to the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line after picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Quickly complete. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the 4th quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball, and because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
First down here for the offense. They're wanting to pile up some extra points. Catch in the middle, it's Douglas. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the poise by the winning team as well here. They weren't overhyped in this game. They came out, they looked prepared, they were calm, definitely confident. And David, they were able to go out and execute well enough to get this win.
And it's hard in these rivalry games with all the emotions running so deep. Like, you sometimes get overzealous. Sometimes you get too many penalties. It's hard to rein in your emotions, but they did. They kept it in check, and now bragging rights for a whole year.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.